here. So today I'm going to bring you guys the review of the Eheim. A while ago I did the unpackaging when I got this in the mail, and then I promised I would do like an unboxing and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'm going to talk about how it works and all that. Let me zoom in here a little bit and show you guys the package. So it's in German first, because this Eheim's a German company, which, you know, in my experience, I used to live in Germany, I speak German, and in my experience, German products are pretty much the best in the world. They're always well made. They're usually expensive, but I've never bought something German and been like, oh, this is crappy, I wish I could buy this. So, it says batteriebetreibende Schlammsauger, which is translated there in English, automatic gravel cleaner. And looks like a couple more languages, French and Spanish, I assume. So it's got like a picture showing you how to use it on the front, and shows all the features. So to open it, it's got a little flap here. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. It's kind of tight. There we go. So yeah, it's got more instructions here in different languages. So when you open up your box, you're going to see something like this. This isn't exact because I've already used it a bunch. But when you first open it, I can't remember if this was the order they were in, but these two pieces are in here. There's the impeller, and then there were batteries right here, and then this is the main body of the vacuum. So this is the handle, power button. You can open the handle, I think just like this, yeah, to put in the batteries. Just pops off, super easy, comes with batteries, has a seal to keep it waterproof. Alright, I don't know if I can put that back on one-handed. We'll just leave it off for now, it doesn't matter. And the main body is like this mesh bag. This is how it works. When you use this, it sucks up all the poop and dirt and everything into this bag. And then when you're done using it, you just pinch right here and it comes off super easy. You take it over to the sink, and if you want, you can remove this. I usually do, just to get it super clean. So this little cap comes off, and all the poop and stuff is going to be down inside of that thing in there. And there's a little vent at the bottom for it to rinse out. So you just run this under your water, rinse it all out, and all the poop and stuff goes down the sink. And then you can put the cap back on and snap it back on to the body. It's very easy to use. I mean, you don't even really need instructions. You just pull it out and it's obvious how to use it. And then you have to, when you first get it, you take this impeller and you just slide it on here. It's magnetic, so it's also super easy. Sorry guys, I've been sick lately. I'm sure you've heard me sniffling in all my videos. This piece slides over the impeller, and it just clips onto these little nubs on both sides. So, also extremely easy. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. So you could use it just like this. If you had the button on, you hold it in your hand like that. You push the button and you just stick that in. Well, you stick it in the water first. You push the button and it will suck up, and you just kind of hit your substrate like you would with a siphon, and it'll suck everything up into there. If you have a deeper tank, that's what this thing is for. I usually use it with this also because I like the little teeth. And you just pop it on there, easy as that, and it gives you more extension, so you can get to the bottom of deeper tanks and yeah, that's pretty much everything. Underneath there's like manuals and stuff on how to use it. So that's what you're going to see when you open your box. Next I'm going to show you guys, try to get some footage of me actually using it so you can see how it works. And I'll talk about what I like, what I don't like. But overall I like this product, obviously. You can tell by listening to me. So I'm going to pause the camera and next you'll see some footage of me using it. Alright guys, I'm back. It's going to be slightly awkward trying to do this one-handed. Just a moment. Alright, so I've submerged it into my guppy tank, turned off the light. I've been feeding this tank like constantly so it gets dirty really fast because of the fry. I want them to eat a lot. So to turn it on you just click the button. You can hear it going. See, it's sucking water up and dumping it right back in the tank. So the whole point of this is that you can clean your tank without having to actually take out water. There it goes, sucking up all the poop. And it goes into this bag. And you know, you just run it along the bottom. It's picking up a piece of coral, whatever, just tap it out. These empty snail shells. Threw those in there to buffer the water a little bit. So yeah, there it goes, sucking up more poop and food and whatever. The only thing I don't like about this thing is that it's not that powerful. See how the stuff's getting caught in the net? So it's kind of slow, that's the only problem. I would prefer one with a little more oomph, but it's probably better for the fish or something. I'm sure they tested how powerful it needs to be to avoid sucking up substrate but still get the gunk. So you gotta root around just like you would with your siphon, you know, and give it a second and it will draw up all the debris in a given area. There it goes. And I mean, I got fry in this tank, but I'm not really worried about it sucking up. It's not that powerful, like I said, so they can swim away. So I guess it's sort of a bug and a feature. I'm just impatient. But yeah, that's how it works. So I'm going to do the rest of this tank off of the camera because this is really awkward doing it with one hand. So that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll come back in a couple minutes and just give you some footage of the guppy tank after I finish cleaning it and give my final thoughts on the product. Alright guys, I just realized I never showed you rinsing out the thing. So we're done with the guppy tank. Instead of showing you the tank as I talk about my final thoughts, I'm going to show you how to rinse it out. So I took the cap off like I showed you earlier and just gave it a little rinse. And then here's the sleeve with all the gunk in it. If you wash it like that, there it goes, all at the bottom. I think that was a snail. Whoops. Oh well, whatever, there's too many snails in there anyway. So it's pretty easy, just make sure you rinse all the parts. I don't know, I usually give it a little rub after a while. And yeah, then you can pop the cap back on. It's easy enough that I can do it one-handed, I'm pretty sure. Yep. This is also, I could see this getting broken if you're not careful. It's not super sturdy. I mean, it's not like flimsy, but I wouldn't go swinging it around or letting a little kid get a hold of it or something like that. And then when you're done, just like before, snap it back on. And there it is. So final thoughts. Overall, I'd give this like pretty much a 5 out of 5, maybe 4.4 out of 5 stars. It works exactly like it's supposed to work. It's easy to use. Everything's pretty high quality. It's not super expensive. I think I bought it here in China online. I paid like 250 RMB, which I think is just over $30, something like that. So it's not cheap, but it's not like a couple $100 or anything like that. I use this thing pretty much like every day. It reduces on my need to do water changes, if I can speak English properly. Especially in the discus tank, it's nice because they need that clean substrate, and you can just go in there. It works well on sand, it works well on gravel. Just go in there and suck out everything and keep that tank cleaner than you would otherwise without having the pain in the butt of a water change. My only complaints would be that it's a little slow sometimes, but I assume that there's a good reason for that, like I said, either to keep it from sucking up small substrate like sand, because it does work well on sand, and if it was more powerful it might suck up all the sand and get clogged. And also maybe in case you have fry or something like that, it won't suck up any slow moving fish who might be hiding down in your substrate or something. So I've been using it every day for maybe at least a few weeks, maybe even a month now. The battery's still going strong. I haven't had to change them or anything. I haven't had any issues with it. So I would recommend this to any aquarist who has more than one tank and has to do a lot of upkeep, because it's a nice little time-saving tool, especially if you do water changes by buckets, because you know those are a pain in the butt. So keeping your tanks clean just reduces the need. And I'm going to throw some German at y'all, so sorry if you don't follow, but I'm going to try to speak German in case Eheim is watching. I haven't spoke German in like 10 years, so we'll see how well I do. Eheim, wenn Sie das Video guckt, es würde mich sehr gern eure andere Produkte zu haben und Review zu machen. Also Sie müssen mich entschuldigen, ich habe 10 Jahre kein Deutsch gesprochen und mein Deutsch ist ganz schön eingerostet. Es ist alles Chinesisch geworden. Aber ja, ich denke, Deutschland ist echt toll und deutsche Produkte sind die Weltbeste. Und ja, das ist alles. Danke. Alright guys, that was it.